Ask for the truth on behalf of Seedikha Ismail concerning career and relationship issues. I think it's primarily relationship here though, I got a feeling. Ask anyway in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck like so, and then we'll move it to the side like this here. I'll just straighten up, make it ship shape in Bristol fashion, and then we'll see what we're doing here for you. I'll deal out 3 cards for you. The first card we deal is in the position of the recent past influence. This is a period of time between now and this time last month, roughly. Then the next card we deal is in the position of the present. So this is of course what's happening now. And I suppose you could say it's the effect of the recent past, isn't it? Whereas of course the immediate future is the effect of what's happening now. And that's a period of time between now and this time next month. So that's pretty simple enough to understand, isn't it? If you think of it that way. Let's start at the beginning, because we have a beginning, middle and end of every story, don't we, normally? So let's commence here now with the first card. We'll just pull that card out and we'll see what it is. We'll flip it nice and slow there. Not to disturb the energy, which doesn't look too good. The energy of hindrance in your recent past. Clearly fate has blocked this path for you in some way, shape or form, according to this. So what's that about? Well, whatever it is, basically you could call it the Sod's Law card, couldn't you, or Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong at the bloody most inconvenient time, and it's always the way, isn't it? And that's always the way it is, unfortunately. And it just looks as if you've been clobbered with something, a stroke of bad luck there. Notice there's a lot of fiery sort of energy there going on. Maybe there's been some arguments, so I'm sensing arguments, so am I getting that? I don't know. I sort of feel here as though an argument's taken place and something's blocked your path. And whatever it is that did block your path, there's been an argument about it. And I got a sort of feeling it's to do with your relationship. Somehow your relationship has been unable to progress in some way or move forward because of something, and it's created an argument between you and your partner. Well, if I'd have known, I wouldn't have, and all that sort of thing. And this is maybe regrets. I don't know. Maybe it'll lead to that. I don't know. I want to see what's going on now. I want to see how this resulted, in the sense of now as the result of then, isn't it? Which is totally the opposite. Isn't that strange? You've got serendipity, which just indicates that bright new prospects are on the horizon for you. This, I suppose, really, in some way, maybe because of, well, it couldn't have got any worse just recently. Things can only get better. This is what I sort of sense as though this is saying, not so much you're going to be into a stroke of luck and everything's going to go fine, which you probably might do, but it's more to do with the things can only get better from now on. I think that's what it's sort of taking the mickey, isn't it, in a way, with it being next to the hindrance. But then again, of course, nothing is permanent, isn't it? Nothing is permanent, and of course this too shall pass. If you're going through good times, never take it for granted, because this too shall pass. And of course, if you're going through bad times, never give up, because this too shall pass. All good things do come to an end, but all bad things do as well. Is this what's going to happen between now and the next 3 or 4 weeks or so? I don't know. You've got the king, who is a member of the royal court, and he just indicates really that there's going to be a man in your life, or somebody of influence. Yes, he represents authority, represents diplomacy, in the sense of maybe you'll have to be more reasonable with things, and you'll have to get up and go, in the sense of become more independent. He could represent that side of you that does that. But I sort of got a sense as though this is a man who has got a bit of power, in the sense of money. Maybe he's got a bit of wealth behind him, and all things are looking up, because you're going to meet somebody with a bit of money who will make you feel secure. So why do I sort of get as though we shouldn't really score any points for guessing that the recent past has been the hindrance of the recent past, has been a financial problem for you there. And I just sort of feel as though this is really, in a way, well, this is the life, isn't it? That's life, sod's law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong at the most inconvenient time, as we've already said. But this man, I want to know more about that, and for that I'm going to pull out another card. I don't normally do it, but I'm going to just do it on this occasion. Like as if sometimes something hasn't been fully completed, as if it's been unsaid or whatever. I want to just pull out the next card. So between now, of course, and May, this man comes. But what happens between May and June, or between now and June? Then what happens then? Oh dear! I wish I hadn't done that. Haha. You've got the raven, just indicating that darkness looms on the horizon for May. So it looks as though this man may not be the best thing that will have happened to you. He's going to bring a lot of darkness into your life. I'd be very, very careful if I were you. Do your homework and just check up. Although things can only get better, there is a catch, isn't there? And that's what it is. It's one thing to be the raven, yes, is the carrier of souls from darkness into light, but also you can go from the light back to the darkness again. And that is just where you've been, and you don't want to be going back to that. From darkness back to the darkness, via, I wouldn't say false hopes, but by things can only get better, only to meet somebody who will bring, I get a funny feeling as though he may try and control you, with him having more money than you, or more power, or wealth, or whatever, in whatever way he's got wealth. Be that in skills or finance, money, or whatever. Whichever that is, be very careful. He isn't. Let's just say it's a warning. I'm not going to badmouth anybody, but that's just a warning that the raven there is warning you of darkness. If you get in with that man with money. Money isn't be all and end all. Yes, we know you need some right now, but it isn't. Well, let's just say committing and selling your soul to it then isn't going to do you the best of good. But that's for you to learn, for these cards to speak the truth, which for now they have spoken. Go well, stay well.